Thank you very much. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Roberto Gallardo, and that's all the French you will get from me today. I think it's safe to say that decentralization is a sure bet for development. You cannot establish a direct cause between decentralization and development, but it's telling that most developed countries spend a big percentage of their public expenditures through local institutions, up to 35% in China, an average of 15–18% in Europe, in around 12–13% in Latin America. Even though in Costa Rica we have 82 municipalities a long time ago, Costa Rica has a very centralized form of government and a very successful one, because Costa Rica exhibits very high social development. Is up in the social development index of the UN, one of the happiest countries of the world also. And that is a challenge for the ones who are pushing for decentralization, because there's no incentive in trying to change the way that things are doing in Costa Rica, the way that things are managed in Costa Rica, because of this success. But it is more and more evident for us that even in a country as small as mine, Costa Rica is 51,000 square kilometers, there's very sharp regional differences. And the centralized form of government is unable to grasp these differences and to set up public policies that address these differences. As the president of the IAACE said earlier, decentralization is a test of democratic conviction, of the democratic conviction of a society, of a country. Because in the end, decentralization is the transfer of power between actors, political actors. And it is only natural that some of these actors will resist this change, will try to delay the change. But I think decentralization is inevitable, and because the people is demanding that power is closer to them. They are demanding that a say in the public decisions. So I think we have to cope with that. But in Costa Rica in 2009, we passed a law to transfer responsibilities from the central government to the municipalities, and up to 10% of public budgets to local government. This will be done through 7 laws in order to comply with this mandate, the 2009 mandate, but do it in a gradual, orderly way, because we cannot, put a stress on the municipalities transferring a lot of money and a lot of responsibilities at once. In 2015, we passed the first transfer law. We transferred to the municipalities the responsibility to build and maintain the local roads. And with that responsibility, we transferred $100 million annually, and we are actively promoting that municipalities partnered with the private enterprise in order to assume these responsibilities. Because one of the things that we are trying to accomplish with this transference of responsibilities is to to move the local economies. When you invest more in a local region, it will have an impact directly to the community. But we think that if the goal of the decentralization is to get the people close to the public policy decision-making process, it is important that the work of the municipalities is framed in long-term development plans. We design one long-term development plan for each and every one of the 82 municipalities in Costa Rica. These plans were made with the people's participation, and you will think that a call to participate in the signing of a plan for the municipality won't get much attention of the people, and we were absolutely wrong. The people came to the meetings and made their suggestions, and they shared their ideas, and the result was a long-term plans that incorporates the people's vision and also the people's participation legitimacy. From those long-term development plans derives annual operative plans. Every year, the municipalities has to send their budgets to an office of the government in order to be approved, and this office will check that the budgets, the annual budgets, will comply with the goals defined in the long-term development plans as a way to respect the work of the people who put their effort there. Also, the other thing that we work was the need to have a close coordination between the national institutions and the municipalities. That is important because the municipalities has the knowledge as none in the public sector of the community needs, the most excruciating community needs. And the coordination between the national institutions and municipalities is vital. So we set up what we call the interinstitutional coordination councils that were representative of these national institutions, work with local authorities designing joint working programs. That way, we don't have these separate efforts in the territories. We have all the public institutions working as one in the territories under the guidance of the local authorities. We are doing that. We are optimists about the results. The first law of transfer of responsibilities on the local roads has been a success. There's a lot of areas that need to be improved, but I commend the Tunisian government and the Tunisian people of the democratic conviction that shows that he's going to hold these elections, and I hope it will be a success in the future. Thank you.